Kyle, not your first spring ball, not your first day one of spring ball. Just kind of your first thoughts on this version of spring ball and kind of as you kind of go in, as really one of the senior leaders.
Like you said, not my first spring ball, but I think this is my best first day spring ball weather. I mean, I know the cameras are pointed at me, but we got some sun shining out here today. It is a beautiful day out here on the Palouse. I thought the energy was absolutely amazing. Been through a lot of these, like you said, 5th or 6th one, I think. And this, I think the energy was the best I've been a part of, so that was exciting to see.
You're one of kind of the veteran returners and maybe the veteran returner in that linebacker unit. Obviously some young guys coming back and then a lot of new faces. Of those new guys, both veterans and youngsters, who's maybe kind of stood out to you so far?
I think all three of the big faces that have shown up that are new have really stood out in each of their own unique ways. Keith, obviously, has been at a couple different spots. A really experienced linebacker, knows a lot of ball. He's picked it up real well. Parker, work ethic's off the charts. The guy's always putting in work. He's just got that mentality that he's going to go out and attack anything we give him. And then young Frank coming out from high school. He's supposed to be at like prom right now or something, and he's just out here attacking it like one of the old guys. It's great to see.
How much of an onus have you put on yourself just in terms of showing some of these young guys like the ropes and how this defense works?
A lot, to be honest. Looking back at last year, we had some shortcomings last year. First time not making a bowl in quite a long time, and I took that very personally. That was my first team being a part of that we didn't get to where we wanted to get, and so that I looked inwards and said, how can I help this young team to make sure we don't end up like that again?
Is that kind of thing like on your mind on March 26th, or I don't know how much fuel that can give you at this time of year?
On the mind, no, but it's definitely there. It's like that little tick. You can't get it out of your head. You just hear it kind of ticking in the back of your head, and we know it's going to be a slow burn, obviously, until we get to game day all the way out in August. But for now, we'll just leave it as a tick.
Being one of the veteran guys, Kyle, what do you try and learn from your team in this first week of being together?
Honestly, I wanted to see that we took a step forward from where we ended last season. While we did lose some guys, we still returned quite a bit. And I think it's important that you don't stall out in between the end of fall and the beginning of spring. There's been a lot of learning going on the winter, and I think we came out here and showed that we were able to step forward. Even if it is just a fundamental type day, we want to make sure we're a step forward in the fundamentals.
Yes, sir. And you're an awesome leader just from hearing, in terms of a team perspective. Do you have any personal goals just for the spring for yourself? Anything you want to accomplish?
Get a little better every day and then connect with a new guy on the team every day.
You talked about it in the very beginning. This was like one of the best energy practices for spring ball. Why do you think that is?
I think we've started to set a bigger focus on it. I know going into this spring ball, one of our main missions was to celebrate the good. And that means anytime someone's making a good play, we're celebrating it. Football's a hard game, and when things go your way, you got to celebrate that, because there's going to be a lot of times when it doesn't go your way. And that goes for both sides of the ball, When offense makes a great catch, defense, we get a little hurt about it, but at the same time, that's what we want to see on a game day. Nothing gets more exciting than watching your boys just going deep on the other team. It's that gets us hyped. So it just goes both ways and making sure we are a team that cares about each other.
Speaking of game day, I know your scrimmage is about a month away from now. What are some of your goals? What do you guys want to accomplish from now until then?
From now until then, just keep the trend building. I think, like we said, we set a great energy out here day one, but I think Coach kind of alluded to it. It's easy day one. Everyone's fresh. It's still kind of new. First day putting it on. Let's see how we feel, week 10 or practice 9, practice 10. Once we kind of start getting to a rhythm a little bit, let's see how much we can really keep that energy going.